Namaste, my name is Aarti Sampath and welcome to my channel. We're making laddoos today. If you love nutrient-packed sweet treats that are really delicious, then this is the recipe for you. Diwali is just one of those festivals that just brings everyone together. There's loads of gifts that we distribute amongst each other, and of course we make tons of sweet treats and snacks for one another. However, during these unprecedented times, it's been very difficult for a lot of families across the globe, and of course my own country, who's been battling this fierce illness with as much vigor as they can. I really wanted to celebrate Diwali with my folks and as well contribute to the national calamity that has hit India, and which is why I partnered with NDRF to create a laddoo recipe, which is a delicious Indian sweet treat to serve millions across these little villages and towns in India that cannot afford to celebrate Diwali with their families. And hopefully we are doing a little part in making their Diwali a little more cheerful. So let's get started on this very simple recipe, and let me show you how we do it. For my recipe, I'm using Taru Naturals buckwheat flour, which is got no gluten in it, and it's very nutrient dense because it is whole grain. I'm using a cup full of that, and we're going to toast it till it gets nice and fragrant. And this should take about 10 minutes. I just feel so happy that I get to contribute to this global pandemic, and I feel like I'm doing something for my country. Of course, I live so far away and it can get very, very difficult, and you feel like you're helpless. But even a little sweet treat, it is probably going to make someone's day better. I am toasting the flour till it gets nice, fragrant, and golden in color. When you're toasting your flour, you want to toast it really low and slow until it gets nice and golden brown. Raw flour doesn't really smell like anything, but when you toast it, oh my God, those aromas are just amazing. It just reminds you of Indian sweet treats like laddoos or barfi. And now you can tell that the color has changed. It's no longer that pale color, and it's turning more brown. When our flour is really fragrant and toasty, I'm adding crushed raw almonds, and they've been just crushed coarse. This is just easier for me when I'm forming those laddoos. It's just going to be easier for me to do so. I've used raw almonds as the warmth of the flour and the ghee that we'll add later is going to toast them. At this point, I'm adding a pinch of cardamom powder to make them even more fragrant. The fragrance of cardamom is just so luxurious. It feels like Diwali. I continued toasting the flour for another 3 minutes, and now it's time to add our clarified butter. I'm using ghee here, but you can absolutely make your own clarified butter with just regular butter. But we want it to be completely cool before we add it in. I love rose petals that are dried. However, they've got a very delicate fragrance. So I'm going to crush a little bit in the palm of my hand, crushing the rose petals, and I'm going to add that. I'm adding half a cup of sugar. Well, before we add sugar, we just want to make sure our mixture is slightly cooled, so we'll just allow it to sit for up to 5 minutes. So it's still warm where the sugar will just melt in, but it's not too hot where the sweetener just melts away. So I'm adding my sugar. We'll just mix this. You know how I love palm sugar. However, when we are making these nice tight laddoos, regular caster sugar or grain sugar work better. How I form these tight laddoos is just grab a handful of the dough and just bring it together. And the sugar, the ghee, the flour will just bind up. And we just want to be gentle when we're pressing it together. You can see my hand movement, just moving them around. And once they cool completely, it will, the ghee will just act as that adhesive and just keep them the same shape. The secret to also getting these laddoos really nice and tight is they have to be done while they're super warm. And you could probably use an ice cream scoop and then do that as well. That could be a great option. They're coming together pretty beautifully. No cracks. I'm making myself a super tiny laddoo to taste. Okay, I have my little laddoo. This delicious buckwheat laddoo has the flavors of Diwali. That's all I can say. That cardamom, that luxurious flavor, of course that nuttiness of almonds, and that nutrient dense buckwheat flour. It just tastes so good and so fragrant. I don't think I can stop with one. These are just few simple ingredients and they create such a delicious, delicious sweet treat. I hope you will try these buckwheat laddoos as soon as you see this video. And if you do try them, please send me pictures or videos of how you made them or made it your own. And if you did like this video, please like and subscribe to Chef Aarti Sampath, and see you soon, and happy holidays.